Have you ever encountered someone who seems to always be in the spotlight, craving attention and admiration, but never quite giving the same back? Someone who seems to think the world revolves around them, leaving you feeling unseen, unimportant, or even manipulated. It's exhausting, isn't it? If you've ever dealt with this kind of person, you might have been dealing with a narcissist. But what does it really mean to be a narcissist? And how can you tell if someone is truly narcissistic or just self-centered? In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know about narcissism, the key traits, the red flags, and the psychology behind it. Stick around, because this could change how you see the world around you. Let's start with grandiosity. This is perhaps the most obvious trait of a narcissist. At their core, narcissists have an exaggerated sense of self-importance. They believe they are unique, special, and deserve special treatment. You'll often hear them brag about their achievements, talents, or even their potential. But here's the thing, this isn't just confidence, it's an inflated view of themselves that has little to do with reality. They want to be seen as superior to others, and they'll go to great lengths to maintain that image. Narcissists will often exaggerate their accomplishments and achievements, whether in their career, relationships, or social standing. For instance, they may talk about their career as though they're always on the verge of a breakthrough, but the truth is, they're often far from it. They want others to admire them and see them as unique, and they constantly seek validation from those around them. If they're not receiving the admiration they feel they deserve, they may become agitated or dismissive. This grandiosity is a defense mechanism that hides their deep-rooted insecurities. They build a persona around themselves to mask their fear of being ordinary or unimportant. But no matter how much praise or recognition they get, it's never enough. The need for admiration is constant. Now let's move on to one of the most defining and harmful traits of narcissism, a lack of empathy. Narcissists struggle to understand or care about the feelings of others. They may appear to be compassionate at first, but it's usually just a facade. In reality, narcissists are often very self-centered, and their emotional world revolves around their own needs and desires. Because of this, narcissists rarely experience true emotional intimacy. They find it difficult to put themselves in someone else's shoes or to acknowledge the impact of their actions on others. If they hurt someone, they often won't feel guilty about it. Instead, they may blame the other person or justify their behavior in some way. In relationships, this lack of empathy can be especially toxic. Narcissists may demand a lot of emotional support from others, yet they can be emotionally distant, unavailable, or even cold when the other person needs them. They often view relationships as transactional, meaning they expect to receive something in return for their time and attention. This can lead to a one-sided dynamic where the narcissist's needs are always put first. One of the most dangerous traits of a narcissist is their ability to manipulate others to get what they want. Narcissists are masters of emotional manipulation, and they use tactics like gaslighting, guilt-tripping, and playing the victim to control those around them. Gaslighting is one of the most common manipulation techniques. If a narcissist wants to control a situation, they'll twist facts and make you doubt your own perceptions and memories. They might tell you that something didn't happen the way you remember, or that you're overreacting, even when it's clear that their actions have caused harm. This leaves you questioning your reality and creates an unhealthy dependence on the narcissist. Another manipulative tactic is playing the victim. Narcissists are experts at turning the tables and making you feel sorry for them. Even if they're the one who caused harm, they'll twist the narrative to make it seem like they're the one who's been wronged. This shifts the focus away from their actions and puts all the attention on their perceived suffering. Manipulation isn't just about controlling others emotionally, it's about using others as tools to achieve their goals. Narcissists often take advantage of people's kindness or naivety, pulling strings behind the scenes to get what they want. It's not all bad news, though. Narcissists can be incredibly charming when they want to be. In fact, they can be magnetic and captivating at the beginning of a relationship, whether it's romantic, professional, or even a friendship. They know exactly what to say and how to make you feel special, admired, and even adored. But this charm is often a part of the narcissist's seduction phase. They're trying to win you over so that they can gain your trust, admiration, and ultimately, your dependence. But this charm fades quickly once they feel like they've got you. Once the mask comes off, you might see a completely different side to them, cold, dismissive, or even critical. Another major sign of narcissism is entitlement. Narcissists believe they are deserving of special treatment, and they expect others to cater to their needs. Whether it's a personal relationship or a professional one, narcissists often demand privileges that they haven't earned. They may get upset when they don't receive the admiration or rewards they feel they deserve. They might act out or become passive-aggressive, punishing others for not recognizing their greatness. For example, in a workplace setting, a narcissist may expect to be promoted or receive special treatment, even if their performance doesn't merit it. This sense of entitlement is deeply rooted in their grandiosity. They don't see themselves as equal to others, they see themselves as above them. And when they don't get what they want, they can become vindictive or resentful. Despite their bravado, narcissists have an incredibly fragile ego. Their confidence is often an act, and any form of criticism or rejection can be devastating to them. They can't handle being told they're wrong or being criticized in any way. Instead of accepting responsibility or acknowledging their flaws, they'll deflect or become defensive. This is where their rage often comes in. When a narcissist feels their ego is threatened, they can lash out, become abusive, or try to punish you for daring to challenge their image. This can lead to outbursts of anger, aggression, or even revenge. In the next part of this video, we'll explore some strategies for dealing with narcissists, as well as how to protect yourself from their toxic influence. But first, let's recap the key traits of narcissism. Grandiosity, a constant need to feel superior to others. Lack of empathy, unable to understand or care about others' feelings. Manipulation, using others for personal gain. Charming at first, luring you in with a perfect facade. Entitlement, expecting special treatment without merit. Fragile ego, unable to handle criticism or rejection. Understanding these traits is the first step in protecting yourself from a narcissist's harmful behavior. Narcissism can be incredibly damaging, especially in close relationships, but once you recognize the signs, you can start setting boundaries and protecting your mental health. If you've dealt with narcissism in your life, remember, you're not alone, and there is a way out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you a better understanding of narcissism and how to spot it in your life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on understanding toxic behaviors and protecting your emotional well-being. If you have any questions or want to share your experiences, feel free to drop a comment below. Take care, and remember to put yourself first. Until next time, stay strong, stay informed, and stay healthy.